investment in the capital, it will not perform well, it will perform below its potential. So this is the element for success. Resources also makes an important, one of the important elements for success. Now, there are 8 principles of quality management. An economist has divided this. This is because whatever due to the previous research, like whatever the organization lacking or it is foregoing, it also falls under one of these principles of quality management. First is customer focus. Organization, they basically have to be depending on the customers for the feedback. So they basically have to understand the customers' needs, present needs and the future needs, because the needs, the requirements always change. So they have to understand the future and the current customer needs. They should meet the customer requirements and they should strive hard to reach their expectations. That is a customer focus, and the benefits here is they have improved loyalty. Improved loyalty will lead to the multiple business, and the customer is like he is your own customer and is not deviated from the organization that he is being into. So that is include customer loyalty. Communicate customer needs and expectations throughout the organization. That is through the direct contact of the customer. You are indirectly improving the sales of the organization. Measuring customer satisfaction and acting on the results. Next is leadership. Leadership, it establishes the unity of purpose and direction of the organization. They should create and maintain the interest environment and while achieving the fully benefited objectives. So this is one of the principle of quality management. The benefits is like miscommunication between levels of an organization will be eliminated, and all will have to follow. There is no such confusion in the organization. Like you'll have to follow only one principle that is laid by the manager or the CEO of an organization. That is the leadership. Because it is very fatal that many of the organizations will not perform well and will perform below its potential because of the leadership. One of the principle lacking, that is leadership. And involvement of people. This must be happen at each and every phase of the project, irrespective only at the initial phase. Sometimes in the organizations it happens only at the initial phase of the project. This is because all the risk, because all the people there, people gatheration. It is not. It is not necessarily that all the people have to be gathered at only one phase of the project. So it is like involvement, continuous involvement of people in the organization is important. Therefore, you can increase your shares as well. So full involvement enables their abilities to be used for the organization's benefit. This ultimately is for the organization benefit. You are increasing the quality. That is nothing but increasing the objective of the organization. So benefits is people being accountable for their own performance. Yeah, you are giving the entire credit to the people for their feedback or for the requirements that have been mentioned. So that is one of the benefits. Innovation and creativity in furthering the organization's objective. The next principle is process approach. A desired result is achieved more efficiently when activities and related resources are managed. That is, you are very strict to the process approach. It's like a recipe thing. You are very particular about the process approach. No deviations in the process will lead to effectiveness of the organization. Benefits is lower cost and shorter cycle times to effective use of resources. Obviously, when a company or organization, if it does not utilize the resources properly, it will not effectively work. So it has to be focused, and it has to be improve the opportunities. This also helps in improving the opportunities. Here the next principle is system approach to management. Like here the risk analysis come because you have to basically identify the risk. You have to basically identify and prioritize it, analyze it. This is due to low probability and reduction cost or budgeting. All these accounts fall into system approach to management, because based on the initial resources that you have to approach it in a different, approach in a manner that the system has been laid upon, that the system will lay upon. So you have to identify, understand, manage, interrelate the process as a system, and contribute to the organization effectively. Basically, it has to focus on the key process. It should not be any deviations. Integration and alignment of the process that will best achieve the desired results. The continual improvement is something like the continual involvement of the people, but it is not external involvement. That is the external involvement of the people. It is the involvement. It is the internal involvement of the organizations. That is a permanent. It is a permanent objective of the organization. This is because like you are gathering the requirements of the feedbacks from internally between the different departments like the IT team, support team, the BAs and the financial analyst, the budgeting. You are gathering the requirements internally for the continual improvement of the organization. This is because of flexibility to react quickly to opportunities. I mean, if you have already experienced the proposal or the difficulty, and it is the next time it is very flexible or clear for you to understand and react to that particular risk or the opportunity. Alignment improvement activities at all levels of organization for a strategic intent. For the organization's strategy levels to be maintained, it has to be continuously aligned, and improvement activities have been recorded and shown clearly. This will happen due to continuous arrangement of the meetings, gathering, conducting sessions and writing the meeting minutes and keeping track of a record for every, for every weekly or monthly reporting to the manager or the higher officials. This is for the continual improvement of the quality management. Factual approach to decision making. Decision making, again, it depends on the analysis of the data and the information that we have, or the priorities that we have. We have to basically characterize the priorities, or you have to lay a ranking to which decisions have to be made first. That is called as prioritization. So that has to happen for the factual approach. This is because basically you will have you cannot assess the risk at which point or at which phase of the project you will assess the risk. So this is if you have previously experienced one assumption analysis, you will have to be taking that decision accordingly. According to the categorization, or this can be done through voting, internal voting, or external through third-party vendors or anybody. So this the decision making can be made internally, externally, or through the third-party vendors. And the last principle is mutually beneficial supply relationship. Like organization and its suppliers, obviously it will have interdependent and mutual dependent. Like it will have internal shares, and people also will have some shares in the organization. And for you to have the relationship, you should have a personal meetings. You should have both formal and informal meetings to create values in the organization. And apart from this, you should create a total. You have to create value for both the properties. You have to optimize cost and resources. You have to basically utilize the resources, and you have to be flexible in some point of joint responses to change market or the customer needs and expectations. So these are the principles of quality management. Thank you.